Greetings traders, it is Monday, July 2nd, 2018, and I am here to get started to trade. I am looking for a code 2 entry, and as soon as I have taken the trade, I will come back and show it to you. By the way, last week trading oil was very good, hoping that this week will be a repeat and we'll have a really good, I have seen this before where oil will do really well over the summer. This appears to be one of those summers, and assuming that it is, oil will do well all summer long. So it's a really good time to actually be trading the oil market. Anyway, I'm still waiting, looking for a code 2 signal, whether it's going to go up or down here. I'll be back. Okay, I've got a long position here. I'll be right back. Okay, the stop is set to 73.45 and currently going for 40 ticks. I might go for more than that. I'm going to calculate it right now. I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, this thing's moving way up. Okay, let me go for more ticks, going for 74. Let's bring it up to 20. Alright, that gives me 60 ticks right there. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, remember what I told all of you code traders and charting subscribers? When you see what just happened, you know it's going to move higher. So you go for more ticks. Okay, so here, let's go take a look at the daily now. Oops, sorry. Let's go take a look at the daily. Alright, now you can see what's happening here now. This thing's going green off the code. It's got a ways to run. What's it been? Bullish. Green bar. Green bar. One red. Green bar. And now, if it continues, it'll be another green bar. Possibly a breakout of the top here. So we could get hot here and come all the way up to the top and come and break. Where am I at? Getting close? Yeah, this thing's really moving good. Ooh, nice. See, it's when you see it like this and you see the bullishness, you see it move off the code, and then boom, it starts to go, and it doesn't even start to go down at all. It just keeps continuing to go up. You go for more ticks. I could probably go for a 100 tick trade on this one. Let me take a look at it now. See, it's all about being able to see it while it's happening. Looking at the chart is great because you can study it, but now you need to apply it to real life situation. And here we are in a real life situation. I'm almost at 60 ticks right now. Code looking perfect. Now I've got a decision to make. Do I want to take this 60 ticks, which is pretty high mathematics right now, or do I want to go for something more? Do I want to go for 80 ticks? Or do I want to go for 100 ticks? What's the top of this bar right here? Top of this bar, the high is 74.46. Currently my exit is at 74.20. I've got 26 more ticks right there to the top. I could go for an extra 20, which would put me at 80 ticks. Getting a little pullback here. It's nothing. Take a look at it on the 10 minute. See? 10 minute going straight up. Again, like I've said many times, the way you know that you are in a trade that is going to be worth a lot more than normal is because it makes this move. And it needs to do it off the code. And when it does, you know the math is seriously on your side, that it is going to continue to go in that direction. Now, this is especially true on the downside, but it is also true on the upside as well. It's true right here. See, that's the 10 minute. Let's go take a look at the daily. It's true right here. It's true right here. It's true right here. It's true right here. I mean, it's really bullish right now. It is really hot. It's really moving. Taking a look here. But you know what though? I got lots of trades to take. I'm going to take this 60 trade off the table here, and I'll get into other trades, other entries. And if it, let's just say that it does reverse, okay? Let's say that it looks like it's going to go up, literally it's going to go up, we think it's going to go up, right? But it really doesn't, and it goes back the other way, and goes all the way back down and goes red today. Let's say it's going to do that. The code will get me into that trade, and I'll be able to profit from it going all the way back down. Now, granted, if it continues to go up, then I'm probably going to lose a bit. I could have just held it and got even more. Okay, so there's going to be days where I'll miss out some, but days where I'll nail it if it goes back the other way. So I'm going to play a little bit conservative here. Take the 60 ticks when it hits up there at 20, assuming that it will. And, you know, I don't want to get out here because it's too small of a profit. I want to take a nice fat 60 ticks because this thing may go up, you know, 200, 300 ticks. I probably won't, but you never know. It might. But I think the chances are pretty good that I could hit the 60 ticks here, so I'm going for it. Anyway, I'll be back. But you know, I was thinking about it. Most of the time, remember I said the signal that it gave just a little bit ago, okay, off the code and went straight up, basically. That usually always means, almost always, I don't know what the math is on it, but it's very, very high. I'd probably say at least 90%, I think, that it will continue to go in that direction. Now, this doesn't happen every day. It does not happen every day. So when it does happen, you really want to try to take advantage of it. This is such a day right here. This is a day screaming really super loud at the top of a building. This is the right day to go for it on a big, you know, to go for more ticks. And you can see it on the daily. What has it been doing? Up, 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 up. What's it look like it's going to do now? Up. Well, now it may trick us all and it may come all the way back down, but right now it looks perfect. So my bet is that it's going to continue to go up. I want to at least get this 60 ticks out of it. I don't want to settle for less. If I get burned here and it comes all the way back down, so be it. Happens to me, you know. But I hit good trades by going for those trades. If you always get out early, how do you hit them? You can't. You have to go for them. And since I know from the charting that 60 ticks is very high math on Monday from the code, that I'm going to go for it. Not to mention the action on the chart. The tell that the code is giving away that it really wants to continue to go up. So I'm going to go for it here, 60 ticks. Anyway, I will be back. But just for the record, if I had gone for 40 ticks, which is my original exit, I'd already be out right now. So I could be making a mistake here by going for 60. But there is a definite reason why I'm going for 60. I'm not just arbitrarily going for it. All the indicators that I have, that I normally use, the code and certain tells that this thing will give away, all indicate that it wants to go higher. So I'm going to go with what the indication is that it wants to move higher here. I'll be back. Let's go ahead and set a protective stop though for 20 ticks. How about that? We'll put it 20 ticks in front. So 45 on the stop currently. Let's bring it up. We'll put it up to 80. Put it right there, 80. So we're locking in 20 ticks right there. If it comes all the way back down to 80, it'll get me out with a 20 tick profit. Otherwise, it should continue to go higher and I will get out for a 60 tick profit. I'll be back. And if it does go higher, see my exit is up here at 20, 74.20. The top is right there, okay? So if it's going to go up there, it's probably going to go break as well, which means it's going to go higher. So I may go for more than just the 60 ticks. I may go for like 80 ticks. I think I have a good chance of hitting it. That would put it at 74.40, which is up above this chart up here. So looking at it on the daily here, we'd be talking about breaking this high and going a bit higher. Actually, 74, that's 74.50 up there. So it would be right below there, 74.40, to get me out for 80 ticks. Let's hope it doesn't roll over here, because it might. But if it does, I'll get out for at least 20 ticks. It's a way to compromise on the trade, you know. If it's going to continue to go in the right direction, you got it. You don't need to worry about it. I didn't put the exit at 90, for instance. You know, it come right back down and hit me for 30 ticks very easily. But to go all the way down to 80, you know, it might not do that and continue to go higher. Otherwise, if it comes all the way back down to 80, just gets me out, locks me in the 20. It's a way to compromise on the trade so that you still come out ahead, but at the same time you're going for the trade, you know. That way it doesn't come all the way back down and you break even on the trade. Anyway, this is a good shot to go for it here, right here, to do this kind of a trade right now. Anyway, I'll be back. It's creeping down here. I'm not sure if the stop's going to hold or not. I'm not using a code 2 stop. I'm using a protective stop just to lock in 20 ticks on this particular trade. So it could easily come down and hit that stop. That is the risk that you take, you know. But anyway, if I had gone for the 40, I would already be out for a nice 40 tick trade already. And but hopefully it'll turn direction here and keep going up like it should and go hit my 60 ticks, and I might go for 80 ticks still. So still a good trade, and still just waiting for it to see what it's going to do here. I'll be back. Okay, it's starting to move up here. Just needs to go up and break this top right here, and then it'll continue to go up and should be able to hit my 20. Up there, I'll decide whether or not I want to go for more. I'll be back. Okay, it's moving up here, within striking distance of the exit now. Just trying to look at it, see what the daily looks like. Yeah, it really does act like it wants to keep going. I think I'm just going to get out here though, and I have more code trades I can take, so I can keep getting in and taking advantage of it. If it continues to go higher, I can get in and take it higher. If it goes back down, I can easily take it back down. The code will tell me which way to go. Isn't that amazing? I mean, just, you know, just think about that for a second. You know, and don't listen to anybody talking about this as some replay. You can't trade on a replay. Don't let anybody fool you otherwise. Anyway, just look what the code can do. Get you in down here at the bottom of the chart, and get you out up here at the top of the chart of the range on the 10-minute chart. I mean, if that is not incredible or cool, I don't know what is. Okay, we might get a rollover right here. I think we're going to. I can't tell. I'll be back. I'm going to lock in some more. How about we lock in some more ticks? We'll take it up to 90. Lock in 30 ticks on this trade. Okay, now I at least got a 30 tick trade on this. If it moves up to say like 15, I'm going to lock in, I'm going to put it at 74 exactly, to lock in 40 ticks if it moves back up there again. So I'm just going to play a lock-in game here. It continues to go higher, and what I may do is up the exit and just play a lock-in game. So for instance, instead of getting out up here, I'll put it up to at least 80 ticks, let's say, and just play a lock-in game and come up on the stop and keep locking in more ticks. If it comes back down, it'll get me out. But if it all of a sudden shoots higher and just all of a sudden keeps going higher, then I will get more ticks out of it than I otherwise would if I just set an exit here. I'm just sort of watching it here, seeing what it wants to do. There is a possibility it's going to roll over right here. It's going to start coming down. Let me go ahead and lock in 5 more ticks. I'll put it at 95. Okay, I will come back. Because it might start coming down here now. And if it does, then I just want to lock in as many ticks as I can. And I could put it at 74, but it's only got to come down 4 ticks to get me out. I'm trying to give it a little bit of a buffer, but not too much. Give it a chance to continue to go higher. Otherwise, it starts coming down. Just get me out for 35 ticks. I'll be back. Sorry, I meant to say 45 ticks. I'm in at, oh, it's 35. Looks like it's going to come down here. Anyway, I will come back. Okay, let's go for more ticks. I think it's going to come up now. 20. Let's take it up to 30. That puts me at 70 ticks. Actually, let's take it up to 40. We'll play a lock-in game. We'll play a lock-in game here on it. Taking it up to 40. Let's see what it wants to do. Okay, I'm going to start locking in ticks here. I'm going to lock in 40 ticks right now. Take it up to 74. That's a 40 tick lock-in. If it wants to go, then it's going to go. It's not going to hit my stop. Comes back down, hits my stop. Good. Get me out early. It's just a way to systematically play it. Problem is it's very risky. You know, you're going to get your stop hit a lot, and then it's going to keep on going up. It's happened to you all the time. But I'm a little bit worried right now that it might roll over on me. And another code will give me a short entry if it does. And if it does, I'll go short with it. And so if it is going to go down and go short, I want to get out early, just lock it in. I'll take another trade and make even more ticks. Anyway, I will come back, show you what happens here. It did go up to 14 though, which was 6 ticks away from my 60 tick exit. Looks like I'm going to get stopped here. I'll come back. Okay, yeah, I am stopped out there. Now watch it go back up again. Happened all the time. It's really risky to play that as far as, like, you know, trying to... It's just hard to play it that way, you know. But the thing is if you're worried about it rolling over or going back the other way, there is a way to play it just like that, where at least you can play it. You can give it a chance to go up, and if it doesn't, it comes back down first or whatever, or it comes back down and stays down, you get out for a profit. The worst thing in the world is to go up there, keep your code 2 stop in place, and let it come all the way back down. You got to get out break even, or even worse, you get out for a loss, or even worse, it hits your stop. I mean, once you were way ahead, you should never allow anything like that to happen. You know, you got to go for these nice size trades, but at the same time, you got to play it, you know, with a little bit of, you know, common sense. You got to have some profit. You can't just let a 40 tick profit go to nothing. You know, you never allow something like that to happen. Okay, I am going to take another trade. I'm going to get a code 2 trade here, and I'm going to take another entry. I'll be right back. Okay, I've got a short entry here. Oh, it's dropping out. Where's it going? Where's it going? Okay, what's my exit at? 40 ticks? Okay, I'll keep it at the 40 ticks. Yeah, I took the entry. I was using the code 1 entry right there. It just dropped out as soon as I took it. Went down to 77 on the low. Okay, let me reset the stop here. I'll be right back. Okay, this thing's really dropping out here. Okay. Should we go for more ticks? Taking a look at it. Yes, going for more ticks. 57, 47, 37. Let's go for 60 ticks on this one. It's completely rolling over here. Yeah. See, what should happen now is it should come all the way down and go red here. Should be able to hit this 60 ticks with no problem. I might be able to hit more. We just got a signal going the other way now. Remember the signal I talk about in my charting service? I keep trying to tell you, code traders, over and over. We just got the same signal we got going long, only this one's going short. And now we're in it again. So I could hit a big trade right here. Big trade. Taking a look at the 10-minute. Same thing. Here it was going long, and it went up good. Here it is going short. It should continue to go down. This one here should be it. Now, if you come into the charting service, you will see the same thing happen over and over and over again, especially on Monday. And this is what it's doing again. Remember I was telling you before about how it could roll over any time, and I wanted to just get out and get ready to go for the short? Well, it just did it. and now it's going down. Let's go take a look at, we'll take a look at what CNBC has to say. All right, here's Google. Let's go to CNBC. Okay, right now they're saying that oil is at 74.02. We know that's not right. See, they're behind quite a bit there. They're behind quite a bit. It was at 74.02, just up here, 74.02. It was just there, and then it just dropped out. So, in fact, my entry is almost at 74.02, 73.97. So, anyway, where's my exit currently at? My exit is currently at 37. 37 will put it below this low right here. So it's got to come all the way down, go below this low to hit my exit. Again, for you charting subscribers, that's what the daily looks like. So apparently what it wants to do is come down here. How far down it will come, I do not know, but it could come all the way down. It could. It absolutely could. So if it does that, it is going to make a very big move. What's the price on that right there? The low is at 72.51. Currently my exit is at 73.37. So, you know, I could get an extra 100 ticks off of it. Or I could go for a 100 tick trade on this one right here and possibly get it. Now, let's take a look here. What is this thing doing? I mean, how is it coming down? Well, on the 10 minute, you can see it's coming straight down. On the daily, you can see it's also, you know, changing rapidly, going from green, it's about to go to red. On the 1 minute, you can see it's also coming down hard here. Every minute, basically, it's coming down. So go back to the 10 minute so we can get a little bit better look at it. So you see it's got this range right here. It's about ready to break this range on the bottom end down here. As soon as it comes down, it's going to slip and go below that and go red on the daily. Almost there now. It looks perfect. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. You guys remember that from Top Gun? And he's talking to Tom Cruise in the back. He says, it doesn't get to look any better than that. That's exactly right here. It doesn't get to look any better than that. Now, how did I know to get in up down here and then start to get out up here and then turn around and go short back here? Because this is a replay? I guarantee you this is not a replay. You know, and here's the irony. The people who are saying this is a replay, they know it's not a replay too. That's the reason why they're saying it's a replay, because they know it isn't. In other words, they don't want people to know that this is real. It's a very bizarre thing, but anyway, moving back up here, taking a look at the code. There is a risk here. There is a mathematical risk. But no, it looks good. It looks good. Yep. That move right down right there, that means it's going to continue. It's just a little move back up before it continues to go back down. Anyway, I will come back. But let me ask all of you a question though. Does this look fun? Because it is fun. You know, it's like a video game you make money at. You know, if you know which direction this thing is going to go, then you can get yourself in positions and make a lot of money. Okay? Because oil, like no other instrument out there that I know of, moves. And in the future, I think it's going to move even more. In fact, once it starts getting up to be like $100 a barrel again, this thing will really be moving. I mean, you know, it's a money maker like there's no tomorrow. And I mean, like for instance, have you ever seen it come down $10 in one day? Well, it does. It does all the time. You can make a lot of money from these moves. Anyway, I will come back. Let's go back to CNBC here and refresh it, see if they've caught up by now. I think they're about 15 minutes behind. No, 74.03. They still behind. Probably hasn't been 15 minutes yet though. Anyway, what are they saying? What else is going on? U.S. Oh, market's down 188 points there. Gold down $5. Gold doesn't move anymore. Oil's beautiful though. It's only saying it's -12, but it's going to be saying more soon. I'll try to refresh it again, see if maybe it's caught up. Nope, still hasn't caught up. Okay, anyway, we'll come back to that later. But yeah, isn't that kind of funny? The people who say, and I can assure you of this, I know, I have inside information. The people who say that this is a replay, they know it's not a replay. They already know that. They're just trying to get people to think that it is, so that they won't be interested. That way they don't purchase and they don't learn of this information. In other words, isn't that weird? I find that to be very bizarre. And it was a shock, sort of, to me, to find that there were people like that out there once I came out with this knowledge, But there were people out there that would say that kind of stuff, and say that, oh, it doesn't work, blah, 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 it's a total scam, blah, 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 And they know that it's not. And that's the whole reason why they say that it is. Just the opposite of the way you would think, Anyway, getting down, getting lower and lower. Still got a ways to go, though, to hit the 60-tick exit. 37 with the 97. Yep, 60 ticks there. I do believe that I can get it, though. That's why I am going for it. What it'll do is it'll come back down and break below this low. We already got the signal before, earlier, that it was going to continue to go lower. Now this one was sort of like, a signal, and it didn't continue to go very much higher. But this one gave another signal. It should continue to go lower from here. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay, so now CNBC has caught up. We'll refresh it again. Yeah, caught up 73.77. That's actually right where it is right now. It's at 73.77, right there. So I think it updates itself probably every 15 minutes or so. Anyway, I will be back. See, it's popping back up here a little bit. But it should just be doing that, and then at some point it's going to roll over, and then it's going to continue to go down, and then it will make its way towards the bottom, and then it will break the bottom, and it will continue to go lower. How much lower? I cannot say. It is a possibility that it could come all the way down. It's a possibility it'll just come down to like 73 or so, and end like this, or something like this, or actually that's a pretty big bar. How about this? End like this, come down and end on a bar on each side. So we got one on this side, comes back down to about here. It'll look very similar to this bar. Anyway, I will come back. Okay, I am going to place a break-even stop on this trade. So what I'm going to do is come up to the stop here, bring it down, put it one tick underneath. So if it comes back up and hits 73.96, it's going to get me out basically break even. So I'm just locking that in right there, so I cannot lose on the trade now. I'm going to break even on this trade at worst case scenario. It comes all the way back up. Otherwise, if it does continue to go down, then I should be able to hit my 60 ticks with little difficulty. So I will come back. And it's moving back up on me. It may come and get the stop. If it does, it does. I'm not going to cry about it. Every trade, you have to do what looks good mathematically. And when it goes against what you think, you don't cry about it. Especially when you have the code, you don't need to cry about it. You've always got another trade you can take, and then another trade, and another trade, every day, every day. It's like a never-ending thing. So no reason to worry about it, cry about it, kick yourself over it, nothing like that. Again, the only way to hit 60-tick trades is to go for 60-tick trades. At the same time, I like to place a break-even stop on the trade, because the worst thing that can happen is it goes completely against you, and you goes and gets your stop. It turns a winning trade into a losing trade. No, don't allow it to happen. Put a break-even stop on it. Even if it comes and gets your break-even stop and it continues to go down, so be it. Happens. It does happen. It will happen. But I'd rather have that which is like a little slap in the face, then a kick in the head when it comes and gets your stop. You actually lose on the trade when you were way ahead. Don't allow it to happen. Anyway, I will come back. When the trade went down here, at the bottom here, I was ahead 35 ticks at that point. But I'm going for 60 ticks, which is below this bottom here. So, you know, like I said, the only way to get a 60 tick trade is to go for a 60 tick trade. It's impossible to get one unless you go for one. Get out early, and there's no way that you can hit it. And I believe that there's a good chance I could hit a 60 tick trade here, based upon two things: that I got a code 2 to go short, and that this thing is likely to roll over if that be the case, and come back down. Now, just because it's likely to do something doesn't mean that it will. So you always have a plan B. You know, what's your plan B? If that doesn't work, what are you going to do? Well, that means it's going to go up. And so what's the plan? Well, my plan is to get out break even. I'll just take a break even trade. And I'm not going to sit there and worry that, yeah, I was 35 ticks up. Nah. That happens, and you're going to miss them. But I'm telling you, when you go for 60 tick trades and then you hit 60 tick trades, you come out way ahead trying to play the other way, trying to play protective. You know, oh well, I should have just got out for 20 ticks or 30 ticks, you know, or something. You know, if you just play it like that, you'll never be able to get ahead. You got to hit those trades. And with the codes, guess what? You can hit them over and over and over again, just like you see me doing. Let's go take a look at CNBC, see where they're at. Alright, let's refresh it. Where are they saying oil's at? Now they're stuck at 73.79. Currently it's at, oh well, it is at 73.79. 77 actually. Oh yeah, 73.77. Yep, that's exactly where it is still. It's exactly where it was before. Anyway, I'll come back. Okay, it's going to hit my stop. Okay, and break even on it. I'm going to take another trade. I'll be right back. Okay, I've got a short entry. It's dropping out here. It's dropping out again. Okay, I'm going to go. I'll be right back. Okay, it's really moving down. I got to be careful I don't ruin this video. It's really moving down here. It's already down almost 40 ticks. Okay, I'm going to go for more. Let's take it down 36, 36, 26. Take it down to 16. Okay, I'll be right back. Yeah, I've got a 60 tick exit on this down to 73.16. All right, let's go take a look at the daily now. All right, now you see we're going to roll over here. We're going to roll over and roll over hard. But before it did it, it went up really hard right there, as you can see. Came and got my stop. But see, here's the thing though, all of you code traders, it was using the code to do it with. You see? That's how you knew it was going to reverse and go back the other way. This is perfect. Going to be able to hit a 60 tick trade here like it was nothing. Come down to 16 like it was nothing. I might be able to get more. Let's go take a look and see what we could actually get here. If this thing were to come down to, let's say 73 would probably be a high mathematics. 73, my exit is at 73.16. Okay, so I'm 16 ticks above. I'm just going to keep it right there for 60 ticks. Anyway, I will come back. See, trading can be fun, huh? It can be fun. You know, once you learn how to use these codes, it's mind-boggling what you can do. You sit here and make money all day long. You follow the chart. People say, you know, $300 a month for the charting. Yeah, if you can use 5 contracts and you can make $30,000 a month from the charting, is it worth it to pay $300 a month for that? Yeah, I mean, if you're only at 1 contract, you know, and you're trying to make money, it's going to be, you know, a little bit on the more difficult side. You're not going to be able to make a lot of money. If you get up to 2 contracts, now you're making money. And anything above 2 contracts, you know, is just icing on the cake. You're making more and more money. If you can pay $300 a month for knowledge, information every day, which changes over time as the code changes. Getting knowledge to get you in on trades that you can profit from over and over again, almost every day, especially once you get good. Isn't that worth $300 a month? Of course it is. That's why my charting service is extremely popular with my code trading clients. A lot of people don't need it though. A lot of people, track it on their own, do it themselves. But the service is there for those that want it, those that need it. A lot of people don't want to bother. Just easily pay me $300 a month, let me track it, and they just follow along, which is fine with me, because in that process, the trader also learns how to use the codes too. So one day I'm gone, they'll be able to still know how to do them, how to track them, how to use them, and how to profit from them, just like I'm doing. Just when you get into a trade, a lot of traders, they'll be like, oh, okay, it might go back, and so they get out and they panic and they exit. Don't. You need to know mathematically what to do. I'm going for a mere 60 ticks here. I could probably get more. I'm being a little bit on the conservative side. And so, to help increase my mathematics of being able to get out for a nice trade. If I increase it, if I go for more ticks, I decrease the mathematics of my ability to be able to get out. So I'm keeping the math pretty high at 60 ticks right now. Should be able to hit it. In fact, it probably could hit a 100 tick trade off of this right here. Because, let me take a look again. If it comes all the way back down to 50, my entry is at 76. I could get out at 76 before it ever hits the 50. So you see right down here at 76, I could get out. So I could take a 100 tick trade off of this if I could go for it if I really wanted to. Again, if I do, math is be reduced. Anyway, I will come back. Look how choppy it's being though. Went all the way up there, went all the way back down, chop all the way back up. It's okay though. When you see this, don't worry about it. Don't see this is where a newbie trader starts coming all the way back up, right? And they'll be like, oh no, it's going the wrong way, and they'll get out. And now you're out of the trade. Now all you do is you're going to watch it go back down. And then how are you going to feel now? You're going to totally kick yourself. You got to play every trade mathematically using the code. What does the code tell you to place the stop at? Here. Okay, you got to place your stop there. Now, you got to be prepared for that move back. Once it makes the move back, it'll generally keep going in the right direction from there. You just have to avoid that initial move back. Like probably now you could probably place a break-even stop and get away with it. Well, it's a little bit close. How about it comes down a little bit further, down to about here or so. Then you could place it again and probably get away with it, because once it comes down here, it's likely to keep on going. Anyway, it's cool though, isn't it? I've been doing this for a long time now. And you tend to get burnt out on things, but trading oil and using the codes is pretty darn cool. It's pretty amazing is what it is. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that they have given us these codes to be able to use, to make trading easy and profitable compared to what normally trading would be like. It would be much more difficult. Anyway, I will be back. Okay, I'm going to place a break-even stop on this trade now. There is a reason for that. If it were to hit my stop, it would be a breakout of another code. So I'm going to take the stop down and put it right in front at 75. Now, if that stop gets hit, I'll get out, and actually it will be a long entry using a code 2, using the breakout technique. So I really hope that it does not give a long entry and does not come back up, because this chart does not say go long. This chart is screaming at the top of the lungs, say go short, like there's no tomorrow. Okay? It does not look any better than what it looks right now. Now, it could just be, we're sitting right here in the middle of the daily. It could just be just look like that, and all of a sudden it's going to look different, but I highly doubt it. So I don't have mathematical confirmation yet on this code 2, whether it wants to go long or short now. I'm stuck in a short position. If it goes short, then I'm going to be stuck in the right position, and this is going to go down. If it goes back the other way, if it goes long, it's going to go and hit my stop. In which case I could take a long entry, and in fact I will take a long entry. Okay, let me concentrate on it. It's coming up right here. If it comes and hits my stop, I'm going to take a long entry. I'll be back. I placed this stop in the wrongs. Oh, I have a break-even stop on it. That's why I placed it there. I was thinking to myself, why did I place that stop right there? Yeah, break-even stop right here. I'm taking a real risk of it coming back up and breaking me even. If it does break me even, actually it's not going to be good. The range is too big to use on the breakout. Range is just too big. What I'll do is I'll wait for another code to come, because I'm pretty sure another one will, and if it does, I'll be able to take it. In fact, I know another one will, so I'll be able to take it. So if it breaks me even, I'm just going to let it go for now. I'm not going to take a trade, and I will take another one using another code, because right now, if I were to use the breakout technique, if it hits this, it's not going to be a breakout. I miscalculated. And so it would not necessarily continue to go long. Looks like it's going to come get me. It would not necessarily continue to go long. So I can't take the trade long. So what I'll do is, and the range is way too big. So I'm not going to risk it on the range. So I'll use another code, a different one, and take another trade. Anyway, I will come back. Okay, it's got me out of the trade. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go down to the store. I'm going to go down to the store for a little bit, and I'll come back. Right now it's 7:16 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will go down to the store, come back. I won't be that long, so when I get back, I'll be able to take another trade. This is going to be my last one for the day, though. If I can't hit this one, then I'll just call it a day. Anyway, hopefully I'll be able to hit it. I'll come back.